It's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box, and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. Nicely shaped ball. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Simons cross. And he can clear it away. Alexander-Arnold. Raul. And Alexander-Arnold. And this is Batistuta. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Batistuta. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Over to the left, played back in. He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Punched away. Can he finish? And somehow it stayed out. Kimmich. Now, can they get him away? Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Raul. And that is a little undercooked. Nicely weighted ball. Baresi. Kimmich. Camavinga. And here's Xavi Simons. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And the ball is out of play. And it's Shevchenko. Back in possession and ready to go again. Koundé spots it and intercepts. He's had a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's a sharp little ball here. Simons. And he's taking no chances there. Kimmich gets Simons! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Camavinga picks it up from the goal kick. Pedri. That's an imaginative pass. He's having a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Back in once more. Camavinga. Distributed tidily. Now it's Simons. Guardiola. And it's Batistuta. It's anyone's ball now. Camavinga. Xavi Simons. Neatly clipped into space. Costa Curta. Guardiola. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Looking tidy in possession here. Looking to play him in. Ball swung in. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Costa Curta. And it's Kunde. And Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, that's a key interception. Tar. Fernando Torres. Looking for options for movement. And this is Shevchenko. And that's an excellent interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Guardiola has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Kunde. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that was vital. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Inter Milan get the ball rolling for the second period.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Xavi Simons.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he latch on to this? Nice interception, well timed. He can get that clear. Alexander-Arnold. Aimed beyond the defence. And Batistuta! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Portugal take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Back into the middle. That's a shade optimistic. Now, what about a counter-attack? That has not gone well. Great vision. The less said about that pass, the better. And now they can clear their lines. Raul. Can he get it through?
Portugal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Kimmich. And it's Camavinga. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Almost an hour gone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Simons. Now it's Pedri. That's a nicely weighted pass. Up he goes! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now, what's he giving here? Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Pickford looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. He has missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 12.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 45. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
And here's Schneider. Shevchenko. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pedri. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Batistuta. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Knocks it into space. Spread it left. Camavinga. And that is masterful defending. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Koundé. Tries to play it through.
keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It'll be a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold. Now he's got space here. Thinks about the shot. Pedri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, no question, that's a foul. Guardiola has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Raul. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that was very necessary.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gets his head on it! Oh, not the best of headers. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. Can he get on the end of this?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Pedri, and this is Batistuta. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Danger averted for now. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking for the run, and he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winner's bullish and belligerent after a remarkable... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
He rises! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, that's been intercepted. Right, Shevchenko. Shot, surely! In he goes again! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Manchester United would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Tar gets over and intercepts. Portugal have it back and can go again. Davids. Gerrard. Not the most accurate pass. Chance here to counter. Could be danger here. Looking to play him in. Thuram gets across to intercept that. And it's Van Basten. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Gerrard. Nicely weighted ball. And Shevchenko! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that's a throw-in. And it's hoisted clear. He's a sharp little ball here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Run shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold clears it away. Gerrard showing good feet. Osimhen did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, played right into his path. Osimhen picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. That'll be a corner. He's there to hit it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super find. Keeper's dealt with that. Cleared without complication. And that's been won straight back. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, important interception. Koundé, Alexander-Arnold, Baresi, probing pass. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Carlos. And this is Van Basten. Lampard. He's cut it out.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Koundé. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold providing an outlet on that flank. Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Lampard threads one in. Well read, and the danger is averted. The counter is on for Portugal. Cannavaro cuts it out. Oh, they could be caught out here. Roberto Carlos. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Raul. Shevchenko. No way through. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Portugal happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Davids. Gerrard. And it's been played through. Plenty to aim at here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. Koundé getting this one clear. And this is Van Basten. It could be... Big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Van Basten. And here's Raul. Raul proves just a little bit too strong. 60 minutes played. Done delicately. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. And that could set him on his way. And try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, this looks sharp. Now that's well seen too. Oh, that's ambitious. And no one is overly concerned about that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 11. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Looking for options for movement. Well, that's well spotted. He is through here. Alexander-Arnold. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Pelé. Costa Curta. And it's Van Basten. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this is Dembele. Tries to pass it through. Pelé. And he thumps it clear. Thuram makes the interception. Now it's Eto'o. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Rodri. And he's being shifted off it.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Eto'o. Looking for the run. And he plays one through. Now it's Van Basten. Pinches it off him. Now then, the ball's come loose. They're back in possession and ready to go again. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Eto'o. Chance for a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Well read, nice interception. Bellingham. Nice Van Basten. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten. 2 minutes to be added on. Davids. And this is Pelé. Oh, good take in a good area. Played into the box. Platini! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. just not enough on either side to find a winner. Van Basten taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.